Today's video, it's actually one I've been wanting to make for a very long time. I'm very hyped for this video. We're going to be talking about the gum gum fruit. Now, we haven't seen too much from it. We've seen a couple moves, but I have a lot of predictions for the skill set. And when I predicted the Tori moveset, more or less, I was correct. So I think that if we do this, we should have a pretty good grasp on what the fruit's going to look like when it comes in update 4. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button, as we're currently trying to hit 53,000 subscribers. We've gained like 100 subs every day, so that's awesome. I appreciate it, yo. If you look in the Grand Piece Online sneak peek channel, a new developer was recently hired named Noob, and this guy is one of, if not the best animator I've ever seen on Roblox. Huge props to this guy. His work is amazing. We're gonna go one by one on every single gum gum fruit that we've actually seen sneaked, and I was gonna wait a while for this video to actually be made because he started work around a month ago. It's been around a month, so I waited a little bit because I wanted to be able to have a decent conversation about this stuff. The first move that we have is Gum Gum Pistol. I think it's this one. Alright, so right off the bat, my predictions with this move, this is not going to be a guard break, alright? Right off the bat, it looks like it's going to be relatively difficult to hit, because if I see someone doing that, I'm going to real quick shuki away. Now, to be fair, I did say the same thing about the Gurgur. I was clowning Gur. All right, if you've been a fan of my channel for a while, you know I was clowning the hell out of Gur. All right, I assumed that girl was not going to be very good purely because it didn't have any range. And to be fair, it doesn't have any range, so I wasn't completely wrong. But Gur is still a good fruit. I think this is Jet Pistol. I'm not sure. It could just be the same thing. I'll try to see if I can play them back at the same time. Yeah, no, I'd say they're on the same speed. I don't see any like huge invisible differences, but let me reinstate, this is not going to be a guard break. Obviously, it'd be stupid if it was. I'm really excited to see what the damage scaling on this would be like. Like, is it just going to be a longer distant M1, or what's the damage going to be on that? That's what I'm curious as to, but let's move on. Obviously, that's just Gum Gum Pistol. Nothing much that has to be said about that. I think this is probably Bazooka. It's the next move, so probably Bazooka. Okay, I forgot about this. This was actually in the other... Like, this was in pre-testing Grand Piece Online too. So how this move worked in the original like first testing place in Grand Piece Online was you use this move, like you use Gum Gum Fusen, Gum Gum Balloon, and you could actually, cannons couldn't affect you. Obviously bullets aren't gonna affect you. I don't really think you could take any damage at all. And then obviously when he finishes it, I think he just like runs out of air or something. But now I don't know if this is gonna be used as transportation, because it also worked in testing to the point where like you could use this move and like you were able to like travel across it was stupid. You could travel across the ocean by using this, and that probably doesn't make sense, but you could do that. Next Gum Gum move we have sneaked. I think this is Bazooka. Yeah, Bazooka. Oh wait, no, this isn't Bazooka. This is how Fusen is gonna look. So it might be useful for teleportation or transportation. You never know. It might. You never know. And this has to be Bazooka, right? This is Bazooka, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Okay, so one thing that I want to talk about is how much range this has. I mean, look at that. Compared to ABA, where Luffy has little to no range with Bazooka, like pretty much none, unless you're using the first version or PTS Luffy. Look at this. Look at how much range that has. It goes from here to here. Now, this is obviously going to be a guard break. If you're in front of a Gum Gum user and they're wanting you and you block, you're going to take this guard break. No matter what, you're gonna feel it. There's no way that you're not gonna be taking you're gonna be taking it. That's just how it's gonna be. You're gonna be taking the guard break no matter what. And then lastly, we have what's this? We have the Gatling, and this move is friggin' beautiful. Like it's beautiful. I mean, look at it. Now, one thing I want to point out here is the little wind up. All right, so I'm gonna stretch my screen out to the max resolution so y'all can see this properly. But if you look here, you can see that for a quick second, obviously he's getting into the pose, right? You can see it takes like at least 1 to 2 seconds, around 2 seconds before he gets there. Now obviously there's no way in hell that this move is not going to be blockable, right? If this move guard breaks, and I'm just saying if, like normally you wouldn't think a Gatling would guard break, but OU made literally every single move on the Gurgur fruit guard break, so I honestly don't know. Now if this guard breaks, see, I don't know, because you could see, like you could literally see that, like there's no way you're going to see somebody do this and not Roka away, so I don't know. Yeah, this is the Gum Gum Barrage. It looks fire. My real question with this is, does it knock back? Now, if you skip to the end of this clip, you can see that when he finishes Barrage, he goes straight into a Bazooka. So, is this a true combo? That's my question. Is this a true combo? Real quick, I just want to see. feel like in the time that he's doing that, somebody could get away. That's the thing. But if this is a true combo, Gum could be insane. Now, let's think about a few things regarding the Gum Gum fruit. First off, OU has already stated that the regular Goro is gonna be a-okay against Gum Gum. I have no idea why. He said something about like magma doing more damage than Mara. Sure, it already does, I'm pretty sure, but regardless of that, Goro will have no disadvantage against a Gum Gum user. Do I agree with that? Absolutely not, but that's just how it is now. Let's go ahead and get into my prediction for how this is going to work. All right, my prediction for the Gum Gum fruit is it's gonna go one of two ways. All right, the first way is gears 1, 2, and 3 are gonna be separate, meaning that you activate gear first, right? Or moveset's gonna look something like this. You're gonna have, actually, let me list this out. So far, the only moves that we've actually been shown for Gum Gum are pistol, Fusen, bazooka, and Gatling. But during testing, there was one more move that, alongside all of these other moves that I just mentioned, was in the game. So I'm assuming that if OU's following the rework schedule and redoing all the moves that were removed or not reworked yet, the next move we're gonna get is a move called Gum Gum Rocket. Now, during testing, this was actually used for transportation. I assume you could use it to get closer to a player and maybe go into a bazooka like ABA. I'm not sure how it'll work, but we can assume that Gum Gum Rocket might be a move, but if we look at that, that's 4 moves, so there's really no move, or there's no room for a 5th ability. So I'm just gonna ignore this for now. We're gonna assume that the 5th ability after that is gonna be gear 2nd, and then I think that either if that's not the 5th ability, they're gonna have a 6th ability, and this will free up space to have gear 2nd and gear 3rd. So that's my first prediction, is that option A, gears 1, 2, and 3 are gonna be separate, meaning that once you activate a certain gear, you'll be able to use the move abilities. So let's say you go into gear 3rd, you can use Elephant Gatling, Elephant Pistol, gear 2nd, Jet Pistol, and vice versa. You guys know what I'm saying. Now, my second option, and this is way more likely, is that I think that gear 1st and gear 2 are going to be the only modes that the player can actually control, meaning that the player can willingly go into these modes whenever he feels like it. Now, gear 2 is going to drain a lot of stamina. Even I know that. It's going to be, it might work like Diablo, where you're not regenerating stamina. I think that's probably how it's going to work. And then the last part of this prediction here is that gear 3rd is going to be the ultimate ability, meaning that each is going to have, I'd say you're going to have 6 moves in total, all right? The 4 are suggested, and then you're going to have 2 more skills, which are going to be gear 2nd, and then gear 3rd is going to be the V key, which will obviously be the ultimate. And then gear 3rd could really, it could be anything. It could be, what was the one where I think it was Elephant Rifle. I don't know the one where he kicked. It could be that one. It could be, this is relatively hard, because it could be Elephant Gun, it could be Elephant Rifle, it could really be anything. Now, let's talk about gear 2nd. All right, so obviously gear 2nd, you're gonna have some of the basic moves like Gum Gum, Jet Pistol, Jet Bazooka, Jet Gatling, those 3. But what are we gonna replace Fusen with? My theory on this is that Fusen is gonna be replaced with Red Hawk. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure, but it would make sense for Fusen to be replacing gear 2nd with Red Hawk. Now, some of y'all might argue, why not keep Fusen there? I don't know. It might get kept there. I just feel like it's more of a, what's the word? It's just a waste to not make that into Red Hawk, especially when Red Hawk is like the signature ability of, you know, gear 2nd. That's what gear 2nd is all about. Before we talk about guard breaks, I just really quick want to give some attention to the fruits in this game that actually do have guard breaks. The most notable ones are Light Kick, the Goro R ability, Mirror Kick, not Light Kick. Mirror Kick for the most part is balanced, you can dodge it. Light Sword, I guess, is balanced because it does not do that much damage, even though it's really annoying. But the Goro R move is, I think it's called Flash Stomp. It's balanced because it has like no range, no AoE whatsoever. So I think that the only block break for this fruit is going to be Bazooka. It has really good range. It seems like a good guard break. It seems pretty toxic. I don't know if you can angle this in specific directions or if it's just going to face in front of you, but either way, it seems pretty cool. So Bazooka is a guard break. Gatling seems like I can be able to make some really interesting M1 combos out of it. I don't like, Gatling just seems like a really interesting, what's the word? I wouldn't really call it a combo extender. I'd really call it something you use to begin combos. I don't know how you would, I don't know how it would work though. I guess you'd have to catch somebody off guard to start off by, I guess, using Gatling when their guard broken. I don't know, it kind of worked like how the Dempsey roll worked in Hajime no Ippo, if anybody else watched that. But so far from what we've seen from Gum Gum, we can assume that one of these two options are coming to the game. If not, we're still gonna at least get Gum Gum Rockets. That's all we know for now. Now, unfortunately, and I know y'all wanted to hear this so bad, if I'm being 100% completely honest, I do not think Gear 4th is coming to the game. All right, say this because I think that Gear 4th would be way too busted. I don't see how some of the fruits in this game could stack up to that. I mean, Pika might be able to, because that's the strongest fruit. But a fruit like Hiei or Gravity, for example, there's nothing you can do against that. Like, I think that later on, when the game starts adding in like a Delph Awakenings and stuff like that, Gum Gum Gear 4th. I'm a little sick by the way. I don't know if y'all can hear that in my voice, but I think that when that point in time in the game comes, Gum Gum Gear 4th will be considered to add into the game. But for now, it's just not happening. There's just no way. You can't even consider adding in Gear 4th. It's just impossible. So in conclusion, here is all the moves that I think could potentially come to the Gum Gum fruit. For the base form, just no gears: pistol, bazooka, rocket, gatling. Wait, did I forget Fusen? Well, let's just add Fusen in there. Pistol, bazooka, rocket, gatling, and Fusen. Gear second, Red Hawk, most likely, jet bazooka, jet rocket. I don't think that even exists, but if it does, maybe. Jet pistol, I don't know why that's not here. Jet pistol for sure, and jet gatling. And then gear third, it's either gonna be elephant gun or elephant stamp or rifle. I honestly forgot which one it was called. And then if a Gear 4th were to ever come to this game, jet covering, King Kong, Black Mamba. There honestly are more that you can name, but I think that's it for me. I guess like a transportation move would be nice too. But either way, whatever fruit comes to this game, it's gonna look beautiful, because every single fruit that comes to this game is just good looking. But yeah, in conclusion, I don't think that Gear 4th is coming anytime soon. Not only would it be incredibly overpowered, it'll take a very long time to make, and when I say that, it's gonna take a while to make. Like, you have to have new meshes. Not only do you need new meshes, you need new animations, new textures, new movesets. I just feel like that would take way too long for it to even be considered to be added in Grand Prix Online. But yeah, to conclude this video, what do y'all think is coming to Gum Gum? Because I know that y'all have some interesting predictions, and honestly, it's the Gum Gum fruit. It's not much you can do with it. I am interested in seeing how this fruit works around with hockey, how you manage to create the Gum Gum fruit and have it function with hockey. It honestly shouldn't be that hard, but I'm still excited to see how this fruit's gonna look in Grand Prix Online. Like, I can't lie, I am genuinely excited to see a Gear 4th in this game. I'm excited to see I'm excited to see a Gear 2nd. Just let me know what fruit y'all want next, because I think that the next fruit I'm gonna have to talk about is the Sand fruit. We've seen a lot about the Sand fruit, but without further ado,
like I'm Luffy, I hit them hard, make them switch animations. They change from the show to the movies, Feel like the Hurricane, who wanna fight with me? I take them out with this two-piece, Outside they cabin when they say they want me, they gon' see my crew, now they losing, I be with the shit, we can throw down, get for, got them shut, let it find out.